So today I'm going to make a video on the Tusk 3,500 pound winch with a synthetic rope, and I'm putting it on my brand new Kawasaki Brute Force 750. Just picked this bike up about a month ago. I want to go ahead and put a winch on it, so I can do a little customization myself and get to know the bike a little better, and pull me out of any tight spots I might get into. So I'm going to try to walk through this step by step because I didn't see anything on YouTube about this specific model and this specific winch. They may all be the same, I don't know. Alright, we'll unbox the winch. They got to put extra plastic on top of extra plastic on top of extra plastic. It's a petroleum product, you know. And owner's manual. A mounting plate. Hopefully that's not the only one I would have needed, because I ordered a separate one just for my bike, which is the worn. Yep, color-coded cables, nice and heavy-duty. Rocker switch, in and out. Looks like there's plenty of cable. All this is included. Boots for the electrical connections. A little flag. Rope to tie on the end. And I believe that's probably for the remote switch, handlebar mount, so it looks like. The beast itself, pretty heavy duty. I'm not sure how much it weighs. It's not super heavy, but. And voltage regulator, I assume. Not sure where that's going to go yet. And the pass-through where the cable comes out of the front of the bike. Be just one metal plate. Box of screws. We'll see what it looks like when I get it close to installation. Okay, so the first thing the instructions say is remove these plates here. Looks like they're just held in with the plastic clips. Got a bolt there, a clip, and a clip. Can't tell if there's anything on the bottom. Looks like maybe, yep, right there. No, that's the oil drain plug. So it just looks like 4 clips. Alright, so I got these loose, but there are 2 more back there. They're like just hanging on there. So we got to take those off. They're all 10 millimeter. And then we should have the first shroud off. Alright, now with the bottom plastic piece, turns out you don't have to take it completely off. You could have just loosened the front couple of bolts to push it down and out of the way, but I went ahead and took it off. So your plate goes in like this, and then rotate it. It'll sit kind of flat, and you can see in there. Hopefully you can see, it's kind of bright out here, but the holes line up with the frame back there. That's where you'll put the U-bolts, same on the bottom. And that's pretty easy as far as that goes so far. Alright, I got the skid plate bolted in. On the left side, or the driver's right side, there's a little bit bigger U-bolt than the rest of them. The rest of them are the smaller ones like this, as opposed to the bigger one. But it lined up. You can't mess it up because it only fits one way. So the bolts are snug down. They're nylon lock washers. The worn plate says the winch comes in from the driver's left side. So I turn the wheel. I'm going to try to slide it in there real quick. I guess I need to check the actual winch manufacturer. I'm not sure which direction it turns just by looking at it. So let me check that out. Alright, so all securely mounted with the 4 bolts from the bottom. Torque down. Now it's on to the contactor location where we hook the electrical up. I'll pop the seat off. See where the battery is. I haven't even checked to see where my battery is, but probably under the seat somewhere. Again, this is the 2023 model. The reason I'm doing this is because I know they're all very similar, if not the same, except for cosmetic, but I couldn't find anything on YouTube on how to do this for this specific model and this specific winch. So let me find the battery. Okay, so I found the battery on the 2023 Kawasaki Brute Force 750. 2 bolts there. Here's your sign, your big clue. Big red wire. Yeah. And the trusty number 10 metric wrench or socket, if you can find yours. Let's see how this comes off. Okay, well, there's the battery. High and dry. Looks like a good spot for it. So now let's get out the electrical and see how we're going to run this. Be right back. Alright, so I'm back on the Brute Force 750. I forgot to film the electrical part. So I'm picking up where we left off here. Basically, I brought the wires from the winch up through the frame. As you can see there, the rubber boots attached. Brought it up the frame, crossed over the back side of the radiator, which is right there, zip tied it. Came out underneath the frame. Not sure if you can see, but I just kind of followed the frame and zip tied it all the way along. Good and tight. Relocated this. It was here, and I realized that the seat was resting there, so I moved them to the outer edge. Doesn't seem to be pinching there, and I was able to get enough room. This is still loose right now, but it seems to be working fine. And got a lot of extra cable. I didn't have any ends to put on to shorten this cable up, but basically it goes back and runs to the battery underneath here. I did have to bend the negative cable because the battery comes off and then almost does a right angle here to come out there, so I had to bend the cabling a little bit. But again, everything went together well, zip tied. The other thing I did was came off of the Brute Force has the power outlet here, and on the back side of it you can see in there, not sure, I'll try to zoom in when I edit the video, but I took the switch that comes from here, ran it along down into the cowl there, in behind it, and I basically pulled the little clip off the back of the power outlet and just stuck the wire in and then pushed the clip back on. So it's not soldered or anything, it's just kind of by force clipped back on. Went together pretty well. I've put about 10 hours on it since doing all this, hadn't had any problems with it. So 2023 Brute Force 750 with the Tusk 3,500 pound winch. Works great, haven't had any problems with it so far.